Hello there, YouTube, people of the internet. Hi, my name is Sleepy Sage, or you can call me Sage, or you can call me Kayshawn, whichever one works. But let's not waste any time. You clicked on this video because you want to learn how to do the muscle up, and let's just get straight into it.
They think you're a monster.
I'm gonna make him an offer.
Prove them right.
Wake up to reality.
So, first things first, I do want to start off and say that I'm going to be going over the Kipping Muscle Up in this video. So, you might be wondering, what is the Kipping Muscle Up? It is a common and most used form of muscle up, and yes, there are different variations and different forms of it. You have your one arm muscle ups, you have your Olympic muscle ups, your weighted muscle ups, your shotgun or explosive muscle ups, so there are different ones. The Kipping one is something that is commonly used a lot, and it's how you say the beginner version of muscle ups. So now, you've seen muscle ups before and you're probably wondering, what in the complete vanilla banana fuck is a muscle up? How the fuck do you even do it? Don't worry, I got you, G. So the muscle up is an explosive movement that involves of your pulling and pushing movement. And so what the muscle up does is that it trains your upper body strength and also your explosive strength. And you're probably wondering, what muscles does it work? It works your back, your triceps, your traps, your biceps, your chest, specifically your lower chest. And so those are the muscles that it mostly works for the muscle up. So when you are doing this, you do gain a lot of upper body strength when training these. So since you are interested in the muscle up and you do want to do it, first things first, before we get to the muscle up, we do want to establish that you need to have foundational strength to do this, because the muscle up is a skill, and before you want to be able to even get the skill or unlock it, you need to have the foundational strength to do at least 10 to 15 clean pull-ups, solid form, lockout, engage your back and everything. You need to do at least 10 to 15 pull-ups to have the foundational strength, and this is a prerequisite to unlock the skill of the muscle up. Alright, so since we went over what the muscle up is, the muscles that it work, and what you need to have in order to do the muscle up, now we can actually go over how to do it. And so the first things first that you do want to do when doing a muscle up, the first step is to go from a dead hang to an active hang, but you want to use a false hook grip. And you're probably wondering, what is a false hook grip? I will show you the difference between a regular grip and a false hook grip, because the type of grip that you use does determine on whether or not if you can unlock it. And the best grip to have is the false hook grip, or as other people can call it, the overhand grip. You need to have an overhand grip because this helps you transition a lot better and a lot more smoothly from when you're doing the pulling motion to your pushing motion. So now the second step is to simply get a slight swing, as if you're on the playground. You know how, remember when we was on the playground back in kindergarten, you'd always, swing around on it. What you want to do is simply just swing around. Use your hips to move your body back and forth. You want to get a practice of getting a slight swing in front of your body. You want your hips and your legs to be aligned in front of your body, because this will help you when preparing, because specifically when your hips and your legs are in front, what it's going to be doing is going to be sending body cues to your brain, because then once you get comfortable with this, you will get the cues on when you're going to pull, because that is what helps you. Because one of the most important things when you're starting from the bottom, especially with the swing, you need to learn and adapt and know the body cues to know when to pull up to your muscle up. All right, so now the third step that you're going to be doing is what you're going to do is that after you get comfortable swinging, getting your light swing, using your hips to swing, what the third thing that you are going to do is you're going to drive your knees to your chest and your hips to the bar. You are going to drive your knees to your chest and your hips to the bar, meaning that this part of the motion, you are mostly going to be using the bottom part of your body. You're going to be using your legs. You're going to use your legs as momentum. So as you're pulling simultaneously to help you get the boost to push yourself above the bar, you're going to be using your legs, because this is a beginner version of the muscle up. More often times than not, you might not have the full strength to just use your arms and your back alone. Since you're just now starting out, you're going to have to use your legs if you really need to, and if anything, most likely you are going to use your legs. And so one of the things is that you're going to have to really practice and have your patience on this specific step, because if your legs and your body is not in sync, you will end up feeling you will feel it. Once you practice it enough, you'll have enough there will be enough signals to where that that if you'll get a good pull or a good swing or not. So this part specifically with the third step, you do want to practice this one the most specifically, because it is multiple things happening. One, you're using your legs. Two, you're also using your upper body. And three, you're going to use them at the same time to bring your whole body upwards and upwards above the bar. So it is a lot of stuff going on. So it's simultaneous. It's very simultaneous things that are happening. So this step or progression, I do want to emphasize this one specifically, because I do see that a lot of people end up having a bit confusion, or like they end up getting troubled on this one, because they don't know or have enough awareness with their body, and also have enough body cues to know when to drive their hips up and the knees to their chest as they are pulling. So definitely have patience on this step as well. Don't rush it. You always want to make sure that your body is synchronized together. So now for the fourth step, what you're going to do is that after you're comfortable with the third step and you understand, when to pull, when to drive your knees to your chest, once you have enough leverage and enough pulling strength and enough height, what you're going to do is that you're going to pull your chest inwards. So you're going to pull inwards to your chest and you're going to lean over the bar. So what this does, you want to practice this one, because that way it can help you stabilize yourself once you get enough height over the bar. So once you get enough height, you want to pull your chest in. You want to pull into your chest and lean over. So that way you are stable enough and you can stabilize yourself. So that way it prepares you to do the last step, which is the dip. So now the fifth and the last step. So once you have a false hook grip, you have your overhand grip, you get your slight swing. Once you're able to drive your knees to your chest and your hips to the bar, once you are able to pull your chest in and lean over the bar with your upper body, the last step that you want to do is simply do a straight bar dip, and just like that, boom bada boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy, you got the muscle up, you unlocked it. Congrats. So that's how you do the muscle up, well, the Kipping Muscle Up to be specifically. And so and if you have made it this far to the video, I do want to give you some tips as well. And so here are some of the tips that I would like to give you, just for extra advice, extra information, just like extra things as well, just for you to remember once you've unlocked it, but also once you've continued on to continue training it if you do want to. So tip number one that I would like to say is that the muscle up is a skill, and just like any skill, the more you do it over time, you will get better at it. So, as you get stronger, as you continue to train with it, you probably won't be able to use your legs as much. You probably have like a way better form. And so, that's just my tip. Second tip number 2, do not treat the muscle up as if it is a pull-up. Now, you're probably asking yourself, the fuck do I mean by this, right? What do I mean by that? Simple. The muscle up is a skill. The muscle up is an explosive movement. The pull-up is not necessarily explosive. So what do I mean by this is that when you're doing it, I will probably show a video as well, just to show exactly what do I mean when I say this. So the pull-up, when you are doing the pull-up, what you are doing is that you're having a regular grip on the bar. You don't have a false hook grip. You just have a regular grip, and you're simply pulling straight up in a linear line. When you are doing the muscle up, you're not pulling up straight. You're pulling up and away from the bar. It's kind of like a C shape. You're pulling around the bar when you're doing a muscle up, if that makes any sense. I'll definitely, show a difference between it. So that's what I mean when I say that. Don't treat the muscle up like it's a pull-up, because it's not. And I see a lot of people make this mistake, which kind of hinders their progress. So when you're training for the muscle up, always remember, pull around the bar, not to the bar. When you do a pull-up, you're pulling to the bar, you're pulling up, just straight. When you're doing a muscle up, you're pulling around it. You're going to pull up, but also away from it. You're pulling around it. Third tip, as you get stronger and you get stronger with your pull-ups and your muscle ups, one also exercise that do help is that you want to do pull-ups, but when you're doing these pull-ups, you want to pull to your waist, because that's one exercise that is very underrated when you want to train for the muscle ups specifically. This one exercise does help you better with your progress, and it helps translate a lot better to the muscle up. You want to pull to your waist, because naturally what you do when you're pulling to the waist, naturally what's going to happen is that you're going to pull a lot higher, but if you're going to come to your waist, you're going to have to move, you're going to have to pull away. So it's like you're pulling up but also pulling away. It's similar to the C shape as far as with the muscle ups. Pulling to the waist definitely translates a lot better. And now fourth, but also not final tip, fourth but not also final tip that I do want to say is 2 words: weighted pull-ups. You heard me correctly. Weighted pull-ups will definitely help you progress a lot faster. I'm being dead serious when I say this. You can ask any other calisthenics person, any other, whether if it's bodybuilder, a hybrid athlete, I got a person that only does weighted calisthenics specifically, any other person, mainly calisthenics, you can ask them. Weighted pull-ups or weighted calisthenics in general help you progress a lot faster towards skills. Weighted pull-ups specifically, it is literally, and when I say this, I'm not bullshitting at all, literally a cheat code. It is literally a cheat code when I say that. Weighted pull-ups. Cheat code all day, every day. It helps you with your muscle ups. It helps you to your one arm pull-ups. It helps you your front lever, whatever, back lever, whatever, anything you want. Cheat code. And I will be making a video on the benefits of weighted calisthenics. So weighted pull-ups, cheat code. So yeah, so that has been the video on how to do the Kipping Muscle Up. I hope you do find this video informative. I hope you did enjoy it. If you want to, you can like, share it, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you do have any other questions, if you do want to reach out to me or anything like that, I am on Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, my name on Instagram is sleepy2_ sage on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok as well at Sleepy Sage. So if you have any questions about the muscle up, if you're a beginner in calisthenics and you just have questions overall and you just want to reach out, or if you have like any testimonials or anything like that, like if this helped you actually unlock it, I would love to, see any progress or anything like that. So yeah, you can reach out to me on those platforms, and thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a good one. And also, if you made it this far, comment down pull up so I know you're a real one. All right, peace. See y'all in the next video.